From ElementaryTeacherResources.com. I'm here to tell you a little bit about a project I'm going to be working on with my students for the next couple of days. They're going to be creating board games based on some of their favorite stories. And I'm going to just kind of walk through the procedure of what I'm going to be doing, and maybe you have something you'd like to do with your classroom. The first step of this project is for the students to choose a book that they're really passionate about. And the first day, they're just going to sit and they're going to read their book. I'm going to provide them with some sticky notes, and they're going to label characters, settings, important problems, solutions, key details, whatever they think should go into their game. And the next step is going to be to fill out this organizer so they have all their information in one page. The name of their book, the characters, the setting, the problems, and the solutions. Once they're finished with that step, they're going to move on to creating some game cards that'll go with their board game. These might be fun or folly cards. Maybe it's a No David story they're using, and they put, David did all of his classwork, move ahead 2 spaces. Or it's a folly card they're creating, and it says, David was picking his nose again, move back 2 spaces. So it's up to them. They can create whatever kinds of cards they'd like. The next step, they're going to start thinking about the actual board that they're going to be using for the game board. And I went to Google and I just typed in printable game boards, and I found lots of different tracks that they can use. Each of my kids is going to get a half sheet of poster board, and then they can use any of these tracks. They can modify them however they want to create the pieces and the track that their game is going to be on. Their board is going to have to represent their book. So if they're doing a Mo Willems, Piggy and Gerald book, it should look minimalistic with just some simple characters on it. But if they're doing a really detailed Dr. Seuss book with colorful characters, that should be represented on their board also. The next step, the children are going to start thinking about the rules of their game. How many players can play? What are the procedures? Are you going to use a dice? Are you going to use a spinner? How are you going to take turns? How do you know how to move forward? How do you move backwards? Who's the winner? So they're going to have to start writing down all of the rules for their game. And then the last step is going to be like the decorations step. Each team of 3 kids is going to get a supply bucket, and I just have some different supplies that I found in my classroom or found at the dollar store. I have little kapows, I don't know what these are called, some star stickers, some index cards. They may want more game cards than they have on that first printable. Some spinners that they can label for spinners, some dice that were just in my math kits, some foam sheets that they can cut, and some foam shapes that maybe they want to use for the game pieces or whatever they want to do. So the end goal of this project is for each student to create a board game based on a story that is not only fun and engaging, but represents the story and shows story comprehension. So we're going to start this week, and I hope it goes well, and maybe it's something you'd like to try with your class. If you have any other questions, be sure to email me at info@elementaryteacherresources.com, and I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day. I forgot I wanted to add one thing. I'm keeping everything in laundry baskets because look how nicely they all stack up. I can just shove them into a corner of the room when we're not working on them. Hope it helps. Bye.